Hi there everyone, Tom Voyage here. Now about 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago actually, a company called Zest sent me this table to review. It's been a really good table, I've enjoyed using it, but now this week they've sent me the updated version. So in this video we're going to set it up and we're going to compare it to see what's new from the old version to the new version. Let's go. So I've had this table from Zest for about the last 2.5 to 3 years, and during that time I've used it a lot and I really like it. I like it for a number of reasons. The fact that it's wood, it looks very nice in the garden. The fact that it has these 3 shelves, which is good storage for all your stuff. It's got 2 of these side shelves as well, 1 on each side, and these fold out just like that, so you can make pizza very easily. And I also like it because it's got a nice big area on top which fits all of the pizza ovens. Now recently they've sent me a new version of it, which is this one here, and apparently they took some of the advice that I gave them and put these upgrades on it. So in this video I'm going to build this one and we're going to see how it compares to the old one. So let's start by unboxing this and putting it together. So to start out, getting this thing unboxed, I think we're just going to lay it all out on the floor, and so we can get an idea of what it looks like. So you can see here it comes flat pack. Should be nice and easy to put together, so let's make a start. So you can see here that even though it's flat packed, some of the parts are pre-assembled. So you've got the shelves here that come pre-assembled, you've got the side shelves, and then everything else is just already built. It just needs to be fastened together. So you've got this pack of bolts here. So the first part is to get these into the square shape. So we'll make a start there. Now, in order to put these screws in here, they do provide you with an Allen key to do so. Just to speed things up, I'm going to use this, do it much quicker. But if you are going to use one of these, just be careful that you don't over torque these bolts, because you'll cross thread them and cause yourself some problems. So let's get started. So the main frame is up now. The next job is to put these wheels onto the sides there. Okay, so wheels are on. One on that side, one on the other side. So the next job is to put the 2 lower shelves on that will go on this level and on this level. Okay, shelves are in. I did have to loosen up these bolts on the side actually, because these shelves are quite a tight fit, so just bear in mind that when you're putting your table together. The next job though is to sort our shelves out. Now these shelves go on the sides, so we need to put the support bracket onto the shelf and then fit them onto the table. Okay, shelves are on. They seem to be working nicely. Just flip up and down like that. So the next step is to get this top piece on, and then the 2 side pieces, which is this carry handle that goes in the middle. And then we're done. So there we have it, we're all done. It took me just over half an hour, maybe a bit longer if we were using the handheld hex key, not the screwdriver, but yeah, looking good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the new one and the old one, clear this stuff off the top, and we'll check them out side by side. Okay, so here we have our two tables. Now, no prizes for guessing which is the new one. Obviously, judging by the colour, it's this one. But this gives you a good idea of what it's going to look like in a couple of years when it's been left out. I never cover this one up. It's been left out in all weathers, through summer, through winter. And I actually think it's, I like the colour that it's gone, and it's held up pretty well. So let's have a look at some of the differences then. Now, obviously, the original table I've had for a while. First thing we notice is this handle on the front. Comes along with these hooks, so you've now got somewhere to hang things like your pizza peels, your pizza turner, or any of the accessories that you may use. The other big change on it is the wheels down here. There's a wheel on either side, which means you can tilt it and move it round much easier. Now, I did find it interesting that the handle wasn't on this side, so you could pick it up and move it round on those wheels, or why the wheels weren't on the back side. But either way, it doesn't really make a difference. You can still lift it up from the underneath here, move it left and right and round in circles and things to get it into position on your own. That was one thing I always struggled with. This one was it's very difficult to move on your own. So much so, what I used to do is actually lift up the shelves and take them apart, which made it a little bit easier to move around. Now on this one, the shelves are actually screwed down, which helps with the rigidity of the table, but it also means it's heavier and you can't take them off to move it around. Not that that should be a problem, because of course you have got the wheels. Now, another feature that I noticed on this one is just down here. It's actually, if I tip it up on the side, it's got some adjustable feet here. Now, I actually think that's a really good feature, because if you're anything like me and you're a bit dodgy at paving, the paving slabs that we've got down at the corner here are quite uneven. And I often found having to wedge a bit of wood or something under this table just to make it level. So with those adjusters on the feet, that's a great addition. So finally, I'd like to mention a couple of things that it says in the manual, that this is actually a treated timber, so it should stand the test of time outdoors. PEFC certified European redwood is what it's made from. So I'm assuming that that's a good, reliable, sustainable source. And it also advises that to preserve the quality of the table, to apply a water repellent preservative at the end of summer once a year. Now, I would like to remind you, if you did want to purchase one of these tables, we've got a bit of a discount offer for you. You can actually get 30% off this or a couple of other products by using the discount code in the description below. So check that out and head over to Zest to find out more information on this table. And just before we end this video, I wanted to show you what it looks like with a pizza oven on top. So if I tell you the area of the table, it's about 72 centimeters by 76 centimeters wide. So it's a nice, big, spacious table. And what I'm going to do now is get a couple of the pizza ovens that I have and show you them on here and see how they look. So first up, we have the Ooni Karoo 2 Pro. Now, this is a 16-inch pizza oven. And it's a popular pizza oven, actually, one of my favourites to cook on. And as you can see, there is plenty of room on there. Even long ways and front to back as well. You could move that forwards a little bit. But yeah, plenty of room on there with that one. And obviously area to store your bits and pieces underneath. So next up we have the Ooni Coda 2. This is the 14-inch pizza oven. So it's a little bit smaller than the Karoo 2 Pro, which we showed you before. And as you can see, there's plenty of room on here. Loads of room. Front to back as well, tons of room. And remember, you've always got your side shelves to extend out if you wanted to prepare pizza on this thing as well. Okay, now finally on here, we've got the Ooni Coda 2 Max. This is Ooni's largest pizza oven, and it's an absolute monster. But as you can see, it fits on there just fine. It is a little bit tight. It's utilising all of the table there, especially on the front to back as well, you can kind of see. But still, if you've got this pizza oven table works just fine for even a monster of a pizza oven like this one. So that is the Zest Outdoor Living Garden Barbecue Table. Now remember, it's not just for pizza ovens. I've owned the previous model of this for a few years now, and we've used it for pizza ovens, we've used it for barbecues, I've used it for an additional condiment table. I even used it as a bar for one party we had. So it's a really versatile table. I think it looks great. I like the addition of the handle and the hooks and the wheels on there as well. I think it's a great bit of kit. Now remember, if you want 30% off this product, you can get that by clicking the links in the description below. Thanks very much for watching this video, and please join us next time for more pizza making videos. See you later.